G Modular friends, my name is Nimes and this is a new format where we will filter and bring you the most important Celestia updates on a regular basis. So make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and also let us know in the comments if there are any important updates that we missed out. So let's start out with some Celestia ecosystem news. The first one is that there's a Bitcoin game launching on a Bitcoin layer L2. It's called Bittendo, and Bittendo is the first gaming L2 on Bitcoin accepting Rune tokens. Rune Protocol is actually a new protocol that recently launched as an basically inscription protocol on top of Bitcoin. And this new project Bittendo is using Celestia underneath, so it's going also modular here and using the data availability layer of Celestia. Celestia had its own way of announcing this news by posting this image here. Those of you that played Mario, I don't know, it's like 25 years ago, will remember and will understand the association. So this is basically also the announcement for the Bitcoin game, which is using Celestia underneath. So as you can see, Bitcoin is a very hot topic these days, and we have the Bitcoin virtual machine, also known as the BVM network, that is saying Bitcoin is going modular. With BVM, Celestia is unlocking massive scalability for Bitcoin by offering the data availability solution for not only L1s but many Bitcoin L2 blockchains. So in the past month, there were already 4 projects, one in the AI space. This one we just talked about, the gaming project, all launched already as a Bitcoin L2 with Celestia underneath. Next up, we have something from the EVM space and also modular space. So basically we have Omni Network, which is sort of like an aggregation layer almost for various rollups. And they are building or they just introduced to launch Omni Octane. And Octane is an open source performance optimized EVM framework launching with integrations from Celestia, Arbitrum and Eigenlayer. So there's again another chain that is basically integrating with the Celestia data availability layer. Next up, we have some ecosystem news from the project Conduit. I hope I pronounced it right. They basically just announced that they offer custom gas tokens for their own project basically, which is using the OP stack in the background. And what they do is they offer to deploy fully managed and production grade rollups on Ethereum. So basically you can launch rollups with Conduit, and they use the OP stack in the background and also use the Celestia, use Celestia or EigenDA or as the data availability layer. Next up, we have some news from a real OG project actually. So Mina Protocol has been around for quite a while, and they just recently also announced that they will integrate with Celestia as their data availability layer. And Mina Protocol is building basically zero knowledge blockchains for providing, as they say, anything. So you can sort of build in a secure and private way all the applications that you would like to build. And seems like they're also going in a modular direction these days. So now let's look at some of the achievements within the Celestia blockchain. And there's actually one big news that Nick White just posted. He said new achievement unlocked, 10 gigabytes of data published to the Celestia data availability layer. So that's obviously a huge milestone. And we already can see the other people asking, when do we reach 100 gigabytes? When do we reach 100 terabytes? And if you want to see more, how the economics and stats and so on of Celestia chain looks like, then check out and go to selenium.io. And there you can see in real time, this is a really great blob space explorer, block explorer. And here you can see, basically all the important stats. You can see the total blob size is over 10 gigabytes right now. And total fees collected, for example, you can see are around 30,000 TIA. Yeah, you can also check out here the rollup section where you can see all the other projects that are using Celestia underneath. So we have some more stats and data that recently got published by Blockworks Research, which I thought is also interesting to reshare. They just basically said that we just tagged more namespaces on Celestia, and we have now roughly 90% of total data posted. And yeah, you can see the data posted by the sector. So the Celestia user base breaks down as the following. They have roughly 34% are coming from the DeFi ecosystem, 24% are from the gaming ecosystem, and 23% of the projects that are posted on Celestia are general purpose chains, I would say. And so check this out yourself. That's quite interesting to actually also understand where is the growth and which areas are going modular and using, for example, Celestia as a data availability layer. Next up, let's check out some of the events that are going to happen or are already happening. So we have here some exciting news by DoraHex. There's currently the Infinite Space Bazaar happening, which is a global online hackathon with Celestia. And it has been going on for several weeks already, and I think there's like roughly a week left to participate. So if you do have a project that you think could be interesting, check out this link and do participate there. And they basically announced that the top 3 winner will also be able to win a sloth. So there will be sloths that will be given away. And I think this is on top to the actual hackathon prizes, obviously. So here, as you can see, this is basically the Infinite Space Bazaar, this hackathon that is going on since the April 2nd already until the May 17th. And so basically one more week roughly. And there are over 1,000 participants that participating in this hackathon and building the next big modular app. So next up, there's also the upcoming Modular Summit 3, and it will be from 11th July until 13th July in Brussels. And this will be probably, I would assume, around the same time when EFCC is happening. And also there will be a few more events such as the Nebula Summit. Next up, we have some Celestia community news involving the Rollup Co. And the rollup guys are basically also friends of ours, and they do have their own podcast and they are big into modularity. So they had recently an episode together with the Celestine Sloths creator. And also Zeki Manian was there, Nick White was talking there. So definitely check that one out. That is pretty interesting. And because you get to see the background story of the Celestine Sloths, you get to see here the major artist. And check out this episode. I found it very interesting, and it made me even more bullish on these sloths. We have some final community news here with MilkyWay Zone. I'm sure all of you are familiar with that one. It's a liquid staking provider for the tier ecosystem. And they just announced a 5 million seed raise with some very prominent investor. Their lead investor seems to be Polychain and Binance Labs. They also have HackVC, Crypto.com, Longhash, and so on and so forth. So that's definitely some bullish and exciting news. It's always good to see good backers in a project. Another news by MilkyWay as well is that they just announced some more details around their mass drop. So they currently have a campaign ongoing where you can liquid stake your TIA and basically earn some M points, and those M points will transfer later into a milk airdrop. And they just announced that 10% of the milk supply will be airdropped to M point holders, and you can here find more details. If you haven't participated yet and you hold some TIA, you could go to app.io/milk wallet.milkyway.zone, and there you could liquid stake your TIA and use it in various other DeFi applications, such as Quasar, such as LPing on Osmosis itself, use it on Mars Protocol, and many other options there. And what they say is that holding Milk TIA will get you 1 M point per day. So it's basically there's basically an ongoing snapshot, or not maybe snapshot, but an ongoing provision of M points that you can earn that will in turn translate to the Milk airdrop. And if you engage in apps, as I just mentioned, there are a lot of other apps that you can use. You will earn even more. You will earn 1.25 M points per day. So be aware of that and check definitely out MilkyWay Zone, because they have an airdrop upcoming very soon, I guess. And if you haven't participated, now is still your chance.